If you're over 65 and your first steps out of bed are painful or stiff, those 5 minutes could be quietly shortening your walking years. Maybe this sounds familiar. You wake up, swing your legs over the side, and instead of walking, you sort of shuffle. You hold the edge of the bed, the wall, maybe the dresser, waiting for your legs to loosen up enough to reach the bathroom. Most seniors think this is just normal aging. As a doctor who has treated thousands of older adults with leg pain, knee arthritis, and morning stiffness, I can tell you, it's common, but it's not something you should ignore. In this video, I'll give you a simple 5-minute routine to do right after waking that can reduce that morning leg pain and help you walk like someone 10 to 20 years younger. Seniors who start this now protect their independence. Those who don't often end up walking less and hurting more. First, let's quickly understand what's really happening in your legs overnight and why mornings are such a danger zone. Let's talk about what your legs actually go through at night. For 6, 7, even 8 hours, you're not moving much. Blood flow to your legs slows down, your joints aren't being moved, so they don't get that natural oil they need, your muscles cool down and gently tighten, and the tissue around them, called fascia, can stiffen like a rubber band left in the cold. After 65 or 70, this is even more noticeable. Your cartilage is thinner, your muscles are weaker, circulation is reduced, and your nerves are more sensitive, so any stiffness or pressure feels stronger. Then, in the morning, you go from 0 to walking quickly, asking cold joints and cold muscles to work hard. It's not just old age. It's how your aging body reacts to lying still for hours. Many seniors report their worst pain in the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking, and studies link poor morning mobility to higher fall risk and lower activity for the rest of the day. Those first painful steps often decide your whole day. If you hurt, you move less. If you move less, your legs get weaker. It's a vicious cycle. That's why I want you to think about a morning reset, a short routine to preheat your muscles, joints, and circulation before you take on the day. So, what happens if you just keep toughing it out? And what can change if you take 5 minutes to wake your legs up properly? So what if you just keep pushing through those stiff, painful first steps? At first, it seems manageable. But over months and years, morning pain quietly changes your whole day. You start taking fewer steps, choosing the nearest chair instead of walking a bit farther. Stairs feel risky, so you avoid them. Longer walks, markets, social outings become rare. As activity drops, muscle loss speeds up, a process called sarcopenia, and your joints grow even stiffer. We know that about 1 in 3 adults over 65 falls each year, and weaker legs plus reduced movement are major reasons why. Each decade after 60, if you don't train your muscles, you can lose around 1 to 3% of them every year. I think of Mrs. Khan, 77. She began with just a little morning stiffness. She pushed through, walked less because it hurt, and one morning her knee simply gave way getting out of bed. One fall, one long rehab, months of lost confidence. Every year you spend ignoring those first painful steps, you let your muscles, joints, and nerves go a little more offline. Every year you address them, you give yourself more time on your feet. The good news, you don't need an hour. A focused 5 minutes, done consistently, can make a huge difference. Now let's go step by step through the exact 5-minute routine I give my own patients. We start with something simple you can do before you even stand up: ankle pumps. This is movement number 1. The goal here is to wake up circulation in your lower legs, reduce that heavy, swollen feeling, and gently move the ankle joints before they have to carry your full body weight. Your calf muscles act like a second heart, helping pump blood back up toward your body, and ankle pumps switch that pump on. Lying on your back or sitting on the edge of the bed, straighten your legs comfortably. Now point your toes up toward your nose, then down as if you're pressing a gas pedal. Do this in a slow, controlled rhythm, about 20 to 30 times, 1 foot at a time or both together. Stay within your comfort zone, no bouncing, and if you have severe neuropathy, move slower and watch for cramps. Mr. Lee, 80, had heavy, swollen ankles. After 2 weeks of morning ankle pumps, he felt less weight in his legs and could walk to the kitchen more comfortably. Most seniors go straight from 0 movement to full body weight on cold joints. This step is like turning the engine on and letting it idle before you drive. Once the blood is moving, we gently oil the knees and hips, without even standing yet. Next comes movement number 2, seated marches and knee extensions. This part is designed to gently lubricate your knee and hip joints, wake up your thigh muscles, and get your body ready to stand. Sit at the edge of your bed or in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Start with seated marches. Lift one knee toward your chest a few inches, then lower it back down. Switch to the other side and keep alternating for about 20 to 30 marches. Then move to knee extensions. Straighten one knee so your foot comes off the floor. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower slowly. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. This simple movement spreads the natural joint fluid, called synovial fluid, reducing stiffness and friction, and it signals your brain, these muscles are ready to work. One 79-year-old with arthritis who dreaded her first steps told me that after 3 weeks of this, her rusty feeling was half as bad, and she trusted her knees more on that first walk to the bathroom. Standing up with stiff knees is risky. Standing after gently waking your knees and hips means less chance of buckling or sharp pain. Now your joints are oiled and muscles awake. The last part is teaching your legs to hold you steady as you stand. Now we move to movement number 3, supported sit to stand, followed by gentle heel raises. This step helps you transition from bed to standing in a controlled way, activating the big leg muscles and your balance system before you walk away. Sit on the edge of the bed or in a sturdy chair with your feet flat. Place your hands on the bed or chair for support if you need it. Lean slightly forward, press through your feet, and stand up slowly. Then sit back down with control. Aim for 5 to 8 repetitions, resting as needed. Once you're standing and holding onto a dresser or chair back, do gentle heel raises. Lift your heels so you're on your toes, then slowly lower, about 8 to 10 times. Always have something solid to hold. If you feel dizzy, sit and rest. Caregivers can stand nearby at first. Sit-to-stand strength is directly tied to independence for chairs and toilets, and heel raises tune the calves and balance receptors in your feet and ankles. One daughter told me her 83-year-old father stopped grabbing the wall when he stood up in the morning after doing these for a month. So how do we put these 3 steps together into a simple 5-minute habit, and what should your first steps after this look like? Let's put it all together into one simple 5-minute morning leg reset. First, spend about 1 to 1.5 minutes doing ankle pumps in bed, 20 to 30 repetitions, to wake up circulation. Next, take around 2 minutes for seated marches and knee extensions on the bed or a chair, loosening your knees and hips and activating your thigh muscles. Then, once you're next to the bed or chair, use the final 2 minutes for supported sit-to-stands and gentle heel raises. All of this happens before you walk to the bathroom or kitchen. There's no equipment, no floor exercises, and it can be done in a very small room. If 5 minutes feels too long, start with just 2 to 3 minutes and build up. The seniors I see who do this daily often say, "My legs don't feel 80 when I get out of bed anymore." The ones who don't usually keep losing a little more confidence each year. Adult children can print these steps or do the first week alongside their parents. Now let's zoom out and see what your future can look like if you give your legs these 5 minutes every morning. I want you to picture 2 different mornings. In the first, nothing changes. Your first steps are painful and stiff. You grip the bed, the wall, the dresser. Maybe you've already had a few little near misses where your foot caught or your knee felt shaky. Because it's uncomfortable, you walk a little less each day, sit a little more, and one morning a knee might give way or a toe catch the rug, leading to a serious fall. Now imagine the second future. You spend 5 minutes warming your legs before you stand. Your first steps to the bathroom and kitchen feel more secure, less stiff. You naturally walk a bit more, not less. Over time, your thighs and calves grow stronger, stairs feel a bit easier, outings less scary, independence more realistic. You can't change your age, but you can absolutely change how prepared your legs are each morning. You deserve to get out of bed without fear. If you're ready to try this tomorrow morning, here's what I'd like you to do next. Tell me in the comments. How do your legs feel when you first get out of bed, stiff, painful, or okay? And which of these 3 steps will you start with tomorrow? If you have parents or grandparents over 65, send them this video and do the first 5-minute routine together over a video call or during a visit. For more doctor-led routines to protect your legs, balance, and joints after 65, subscribe to deepBody 3D and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. In the next video, I'll show you the 4 daily habits that secretly destroy senior leg strength, even if you exercise, so you can avoid them and stay independent longer. You're not stuck with painful first steps. Your transformation starts tomorrow morning with just 5 minutes.